Hello, SpeedGaming. Welcome back. We are here with round two. Yeah, round two, lower bracket round two of our Super Metroid Map Randomizer Mentor Tournament. We have Leslie Pro versus Dark Zelda. And as mentors, we have Fudge Fiddle mentoring Leslie Pro and Darth Radius mentoring Dark Zelda. And joining me on comms and tracking is Cold Slayer. How you doing today, Cold?
I'm doing good, and I'm looking forward to this race because I think so far in this tournament, DrkZelda's kind of surprised me. He's done pretty well.
Yeah, no, he's
He's done a lot of the
definitely.
hard tricks like out of logic and like done it well. Like dang, he's pretty
Mhm.
good.
Yep. I do know Dark Zelda has been playing the game for a decent while because I don't know, maybe 6 months after I started playing Map Rando, I would see him in race lobbies, and he was one of the people who would he would take a really long time to finish a seed because it was clear he was new and like still learning, but he was one of those people who just never DNF'd and just stuck with it till he finished it. Um, so yeah, it's been really cool to see his progress from back then, and even just during this tournament. I think he's improved a lot just over the course of the last few months. Leslie Pro, on the other hand, I don't know the extent of his experience, but I do know he's got a lot of randomizer experience for Super Metroid. But I think mostly he does Zelda randomizers and maybe SMZ3. He's got a lot of vanilla map experience. Um, I have mentored him once before in a race, and he seems to have like a really strong sense of remembering where things are on the map and what rooms he's seen and where like he can go for different things. So yeah, it's gonna be a cool matchup to see how the strengths and weaknesses match up against each other.
And I think they're both pretty even in this. We'll say we just started map rooms. That's pretty helpful
Very
and quick
nice.
morph too.
Nice sync
Unfortunately, I
up on
did
his
hear
doors.
Discord audio from Leslie, so I can't use
Yeah.
his.
Yep. But yeah, the thing we haven't talked about yet is the objectives, the game mode we're playing. We're on Chozo objectives. I believe Dark Zelda picked this one. Basically, instead of doing the typical four bosses, KPDR, PRKD, whatever order you want to use, the bosses are replaced with the different Chozo statues that you have to activate throughout the course of the game. So we have Bomb Chorizo, we have Bowling, we have Acid Chozo, and we have Golden Chorizo. Um, Golden Chorizo notable because he has similar requirements to Ridley, but it's definitely a lot easier than Ridley to fight. Um, I think in medium, it's less noticeable in medium seeds because you tend to get Varia more often, but in seeds where like you might have late or no Varia at all, like you're having to do a suitless GT, it's pretty similar to suitless
Oh, hi
Ridley kind of
BT.
thing. Okay, well, that's one objective. We already have Morph and Bombs as well.
So all we need now is just power bombs, which there's
Yeah,
another X somewhere around here. I need to see the map
yeah.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's...
early
Okay.
supers.
Yeah, with
But
Morph, you can do the Mock Ball for the X there and the other major. That's going to be out of logic until we get speed. But
it could be
if
around here
either...
considering these other majors are around.
It could be, yeah. But this is one of those situations where it's like, if you can do that Mock Ball, you do that Mock Ball. It's just kind of a no-brainer to not do it if you're confident that you can pull it off.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna go for it.
Yep. Okay, is it supers or is it power bombs? It's power bombs. Okay, there's our full kit. We have bombs to get out. Then we reload the room and then you can mock ball out. Yeah, I think before they couldn't do this because they didn't have the supers. And even if you can mock ball, you need to be able to reload the room because otherwise the gates don't raise. Like they'll just stay down until you reload the room.
Everyone's
Spazer.
favorite beam.
That does make a lot of sense, though. Map randomizer is very good about like keeping track of when something can be reached in one direction. Like you could drop down here. I mean, we are out of logic technically, but like getting to that item is like very logically reasonable. You don't have to do any tricks. You just have to drop down a one way with no way back. So the logic looks at that and says, okay, we need to make this a filler item. Because we don't want people getting progression out of order, if that makes sense. So because your return route is not a logic trick, it's going to make that filler. But still, Spazer is a nice thing to have this early. And that just because it's considered a filler item doesn't mean it can't be progression. Although we have bombs. Like one of the notable progressions that Spazer can give you is getting up this room. If you only have Morph and Spazer, you can shoot the blocks out with Spazer and then Morph to get up. But since we have bombs, it's not really necessary. So it's very likely that Spazer isn't going to be like logically used for much.
I think I've only had one seed where I had to go up Rex Shaft with Spazer only, and I didn't know like what the position was to morph into the tunnel in time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You can do it with nothing but morph, and you can yeah, it doesn't matter like which blocks you shoot. If you just do like a running jump from the right spot, you can get in there, but it can definitely be tricky if you haven't practiced it. There's Varia. Okay, so in a broad sense, I think all of our objectives are completable right now. Because GT can be done with Varia and 5 supers. Acid Chozo can be done on 2 tanks and Varia, but like getting over to the statue could be a bit rough. Bowling would be the tricky one because you have to kill Fantoon first, which is not fun on 5 supers, but I'm sure we'll run into some regular missiles soon. Yeah, both runners nearly perfectly synced up here, which is really cool to see. This early game has been a lot of like wandering around and collecting miscellaneous things, but they're both doing it at about the same speed.
I think this might be speed here.
Yeah, it would make sense. Yeah, because we needed those power bombs at some point.
Yep, there it is.
Okay, Leslie taking a dip in the lava. It's a bit scary. We have 2 tanks and we have Varia suits, so it's like it's not the worst thing, but you can run out of health real fast if you're not careful in this room. Speaking of being careful, DrkZelda being extremely careful, using power bombs to kill all of the little seahorses to make sure they're not going to harass him on the way back.
I think, was there a Kateria entrance at the top here? Oh, there is, yeah. It's like double-sided save.
Oh, yeah. Also, Mama Turtle has 2 majors.
There's Sneaky Ridley there, too.
Yeah. No, I think it's Batcave. No, you're right. Okay, it is Ridley. They just don't have the boss icons turned on. Yeah. You can tell by the door locks, but yeah, it has the same shape and size of Batcave. So when you don't have the objective marker there, it can definitely catch you off guard. I'm just trying to think through Mama Turtle. You'd have to get up worst room in the game, which is definitely not logic right now, because that would be an infinite bomb jump that's like very long, which is not in medium difficulty. But someone who's like bold and just wants to do that IBJ, I think could very reasonably get up there. You would have to just kill all the pirates using almost all of your ammo, but it's doable.
I think though, you don't have a choice to leave behind these 3 majors because one's in Spring Ball room, and the other 2 in Mama T. You can't really get either of them, but that's 3 majors to leave behind.
Yeah.
At this point, we still don't have. There's still like plasma and charge and gravity. I don't think gravity is gonna be up there because of what we have yet, but
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very interesting layout with those extra majors.
I guess what I was gonna say
Like,
too is wreck ship's a dead end zone. There's only this one connector.
gotcha. Meanwhile, Dark Zelda getting a little low on health here in this gauntlet. That your health can evaporate so fast in this room with that acid, because it does so much damage so fast, even with Fairy Suit.
That's Main Street.
Meanwhile, Leslie Pro going down the one-way through Croc Speedway. We'll see if there's a return route. I didn't see if they saved yet, so that's always a potential problem. If you go through a one-way, you haven't saved in a while, and then you don't have an easy way back, you can definitely lose a lot of time that way.
I think at least there's a save before going criteria.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it'd be very strange if they didn't save there. Like Leslie and Fudge going to take this save here before committing further toward what I assume is the map. This definitely feels like a dive for map kind of play they're making.
Yeah, it's below whatever this hazard tape was, which it's either toilet, fish tank, or could be side hoppers too, technically.
Yeah. Wait, was that a down door hazard tape?
On the Croc Speedway there, that down
Yeah,
door was
okay.
hazard tape.
Yeah. That actually can't be blue hoppers. It's only the left door that has the hazard tape, because that's the door where you can just get insta hit for walking through the door. When you come through the top door of blue hoppers, you have time to like react and jump out before you get hit.
Okay, that I didn't know.
So
That's
they
good to
don't-
know.
Yeah. Basically, the hazard tape is designed to be something where it's like, if you walk in with less than 50 health, you could just die, or if you drop in without the correct equipment, you're soft locked. So that's why there's like 3 water rooms on down doors, because if you don't have at least high jump, you're gonna be stuck in all 3 of those rooms. And then the others are usually like damage or like maybe yoink room, for instance. If you run through with full speed, then you're probably just gonna fall in the sand and get grabbed.
Actually, I wonder if it's Mount. It could be Mount Everest. I need to see the size of where the map was, but we got grapple, so I wonder if it wants you to
Yeah.
grapple around in Mount Everest.
Yeah, I think that would be a very smart play to be like, you have the save right here, and you just got grapple. You see a hazard tape door. That I think you're 100% right. I think it is Everest, because then you get a left.
Yep, there you
door
go.
that goes to that map.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. In pretty much every difficulty of map rando, when you see grapple, the first thing you should be thinking about is Everest. Unless you like already have gravity and high jump or whatnot. But like that is like the biggest use for grapple you'll see in Logic most of the time. Because as long as you can get up to the little bugs that float around at the
Single
top, you can
chamber.
grapple
Okay.
off
Oh, this
of.
could be Fantoon.
This could be true. But yeah, like as long as you can get up to those bugs, you can navigate the entire room with grapple only. So it's very common for the randomizer to give you that just for Everest.
Yep, Fantoon.
It is Fantoon.
Well, that's good because we need it for bowling.
Yep. Yep, this is the different objective settings are interesting because it's like a lot of times you still need to fight Fantoon anyway just because the map is so valuable. Chozo objectives is the one where Fantoon is still required as a secret 5th objective because bowling will not be active until Fantoon is dead. Yeah, this will be a slow Fantoon fight, but it shouldn't be a problem for Leslie. 5 missiles is rough, but with Various Suit and 2 tanks, you can take it slow, get a handful of health drops to make up for any hits you take, and it's not too bad.
Oh, is that bowling? That is bowling.
Oh, hi, bowling.
Very convenient Fantoon then.
Yeah. That's our second objective located. And once Leslie gets the map after this Fantoon fight, they will also know where it is. Okay, yeah, Leslie's taking a few more hits than I would like, but we still have a decent amount of health left. You're taking, with Variasuit, you're taking 20 damage per hit. So like you can get a decent number of health drops and make up for those hits, but if you're a little careless and taking too many hits, that health can disappear pretty quickly. Ooh. DrkZelda finding baby room.
Which goes to the top of bowling.
Yeah. This Fantoon is turning, it's getting red. Might be Super Bowl soon. I would hope at this point they're counting damage with... That's one of the cool things about having a mentor in the call is like if... There it is, yep. The mentor can help keep count of like, wait, how many missiles have I hit Fantoon with? Okay, can I super now? Okay, yes. Especially in a long like 5 missile Fantoon fight, it's really helpful to have. Hi, Spore Spawn. Bye, Spore Spawn.
The very top of the world.
All right. Okay, DrkZelda hasn't found the grapple yet, so they're definitely not going to be brave enough to drop down that hazard tape for anything other than just information. So let's hope they find that grapple soon, because otherwise Leslie Pro's going to develop a massive lead here. Charging a spark up the elevator. Is this G4? It is. Oh no! Okay, DrkZelda had a cool idea.
Acid Chozo too.
Oh wow. So GT is the only one we're missing. Meanwhile, DrkZelda showing off something that this, weirdly enough, this is in medium logic, except for the runway. Charging a spark, taking it up the elevator, and sparking up to get to the top of this room is in medium logic. The only reason this is out of logic is because the runway is too short for medium. In hard logic, this would absolutely be expected. In medium logic, they don't expect you to charge a spark on a runway this short, because I think this is like maybe a 2-tap without a stutter. Got it. Third tries the charm.
I'm not sure if it's anything useful up here though.
Yeah, we'll find out. Yeah. With this loadout, you're not really making it up this room. That's unfortunate. I like the play. I think it's a bold one. And if you can do it first try, it's like, hey, you get the information and you're done. Especially because Zelda and Darth Radius don't know about grapple yet, so they don't know that they could potentially just get the map very soon. So without that knowledge, I think this makes sense. It's just unfortunate because it's not paying off for them at all.
I wonder how much acid damage do you take without gravity trying to go through here?
This room, if you do it perfectly, you can do this suitless and get to the Acid Chozo on 2 tanks. I actually practiced this a lot in the Season 4 tournament because like I knew it was like one of those niche things that if I practiced it, I could get an early objective that other people might not. Bare minimum, you need 2 tanks and 1 reserve to do this without any suits. Yeah. So like, yeah, it looks like maybe a tank of damage. I didn't see how much he started with.
About a tank, yeah. He started like near max.
Yep. As long as you're clean with your movement and your wall jumps, you can get up on surprisingly low health. All right, that's another objective down for Leslie Pro. And again, they have bowling on their map, so they should see that. That is one of the easier ones to miss because, I mean, just in general, Chozo objectives, they tend to put only 1 tile marker for the Chozo statue itself, as opposed to as opposed to marking the whole room. Mostly because a lot of the Chozo objectives have items in them, notably GT
Oh, I didn't
and
even consider this. Can you get back?
Bomb Trizo. Yes, you can get back from this, but this is a very hard logic trick. You have to jump from as high as possible below the door transition. But you can absolutely make it up. Yep, there it is.
Oh, there you go. Okay. I was gonna say I don't know if you need a high jump to get a little bit more.
Yeah, hard logic expects you to have high jump, but you absolutely don't need it. There's the grapple beam. So let's hope they remember that hazard tape door and actually go down to Everest. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like they reverted all that progress they got, which kind of sucks. But it was probably the right call because progression clearly wasn't over there. So they lost out on a tank that they got. But now they have grapple and they can go to Everest and hopefully find Fantoon and the map. But in the meantime, Leslie Pro has a pretty strong lead here. Okay, they're not even saving. I like this play. They saved before grapple. They've checked enough things. This just makes sense as the path forward. DrkZelda here could make up a decent amount of time on Fantoon if they're faster with it, because Leslie Pro was doing the strats where you just wait for Fantoon to turn invisible and then hit him after that, which is basically like doubling the time you're spent waiting on Fantoon to be vulnerable. So if DrkZelda has practiced the strats for Fantoon, they could save a lot of time here. All right, let's see what kind of fight we get from DrkZelda. "21 minutes in, Leslie Pro finally finding his second missile pack. Love it. Okay. It looks like DrkZelda might know the patterns a bit better. He tried to go for that eye open there. Didn't quite hit it, but that's kind of just how slows go sometimes. Okay, so that's 4 missiles. We got it fast. Okay.
Unfortunately, no missiles for it.
Yep.
I forgot you can use grapple in bowling.
Yeah, I forget
just
about
run
that
through the
too.
spikes.
Yeah, it's just faster to take the damage most of the time. But if you can't afford the damage, it's definitely good to remember you can grapple across. Yep. DrkZelda, unfortunately, and this is the struggle with a 5 missile Fantoon. Unfortunately, if you're not managing your drops incredibly well, you're just going to end each phase with 0 missiles, and then if you get a fast, you just can't do anything with it. Yeah, now he just has to sit here and wait. Taking much less damage than Leslie Pro did in this fight.
Now we're in Torian for Leslie, which
Okay.
this map looks like it's just leading you further into, like, you're not going to go back to wreck ship anymore for those majors.
Yeah, which feels really bad, but because you never know if like maybe gravity's up there, or like space jump.
Okay, well, we have speed. That's decor is not a problem.
That's a dead
You
Fantoon
connect
for
there?
DrkZelda.
Oh, I didn't scroll all the way to the bottom. I didn't see what's at the very bottom.
Okay. Lizzie's gonna get this major. We'll see what it is. Yeah, so Leslie Pro has the loadout. Both runners have the loadout to kill GT once they find him. Um, so both runners at this point are kind of in the mode of, how do I get a Mother Brain solution? Like, I need to be able to kill Mother Brain after I've done all the objectives, and I'm almost done with
Oh,
the
I didn't
objectives
see
now.
that major above Spore Spawn.
Yeah, okay.
And that's pretty easily accessible once you kill
That,
him.
yeah, it is. That's true.
That might be a good major potentially.
Yeah, if Dark Zelda goes for that, because I don't think Leslie Pro went for that at all.
Oh, he went to Meridia. Oh,
Interesting.
there's space
Space jump. Okay. That definitely gets you to the Mama Turtle majors if you remember those and value those. But yeah, at this point for Leslie Pro, I think the name of the game is find your last objective before we start looking for a Mother Brain solution, because there's always the possibility that you just find your Mother Brain solution on the way to your last objective, so you may as well just do that first. Okay, Dark Zelda also trying the crossroom jump to escape from Fantoon.
Lava dive. Yeah, I would not.
Oh wait, are they skipping Acid Chozo?
Oh, that might not be good because I have to come back for it.
I could be misreading the mini map,
Or
but
Acid Chozo was to the left here.
Yeah, just left of that one room. That's kind of rough. I think you really need to be doing Acid Chozo, but this is one of those, like, a lot of people haven't really ever practiced Acid Chozo because it almost never comes up. So yeah, if you're avoiding this because you're scared of it, you really shouldn't be. Because, like, as we saw, Leslie Pro got through on one tank, and it wasn't like perfect movement by any means. So, like, you have 3 times the health you need to do that objective. All right, Dark Zelda is out from Everest. I wonder if this is like an overlook or a decision to come back for it later.
He could be wanting to
Um,
save after he
Could
got
be.
Pantune in a map because he needs it for bowling
That's,
still.
yeah, that's valid. Yeah. It could also just be a situation where they already blinded into bowling, so maybe they just thought about that and didn't spot Acid Chozo on the map. Like, you're getting in a bit of a hurry, like, oh, we need to go here now because we killed Fantoon.
There's a major top right here, up Decora. Not sure if Leslie's gonna go for it.
Yeah, at this point, being this late in the progression and only having 5 supers, my brain is definitely turning toward majors. Because if you get charge and plasma, you're in amazing shape right now.
Okay, it looks like
Not
he's
to
going for
mention
it.
you want some water movement. Taking a little time to farm up some super missiles because they were sitting at 0 for quite a while. Unfortunately, none of the enemies in this room drop power bombs. The Zeelas are one of the ones I've looked up in the past because I'm like, I need power bombs. Where can I get them? It's like, nope, you can't get them from there. So they're going to be sitting at 0 power bombs until they find something that drops them. Yep, Dark Zelda is in fact going for the Spore Spawn, so we'll see if it pays off. If this is Gravity, that would be exactly the kind of thing that Dark Zelda needs to make it back into this race.
Yeah, gravity would help because you can go past East Ocean then.
Yep. Or Charge. If Charge is here and then Leslie Plo last locations it, that means they're either going to have to come back to here or get all of, like, 25 supers plus a lot of missiles to be able to do Mother
Screw
Brain.
attack, okay.
Billy Mays?
Not a double
Okay.
major though. I mean, given the majors Leslie's found now, it's a good chance it's something good for up
Hmm.
here. Because either wave, plasma, or charge, like I'd still take another beam.
Yep, high jump would also be great. I think worst case scenario here is X-ray.
Yeah.
But yeah, regardless, whatever's up here is good. Which also means the majors back in Wreck Ship are going to be good. Um,
Yeah, you have 3 left in wreck ship. There's charge,
Charge Beam.
okay.
That's good. That is good for Dark Zelda. So we'll see when Leslie makes his way back up to here. If it takes them too long, that could spell disaster. That could definitely let Dark Zelda catch back up, because Dark Zelda is technically go mode here. This isn't the beam you want to be fighting Mother Brain on, but it's technically doable. So if you just collect a handful more majors, and some of them are beams, you're in really good shape. We also
like-
haven't located GT, so that's
That's
a
true.
scary bit.
I was gonna say, like, if Bryn happened to be connected to wreck ship, then it would make sense to loop around, but I'm pretty sure on wreck ship map there was no other connector besides Criteria.
Mm-hmm. You said there were 3 majors in Wreck Ship. There were 2 Mama Turtle. What was
It
the
was
third one?
Spring Ball Room and Mama T
Okay.
had 2.
Okay. Yeah, so Spring Ball Room still isn't really doable for either runner. They're going to need
We have Spring
gravity
Ball.
or high jump. But you need to be able to get out. Without high jump, that's not really doable. It's
Oh, is
technically
that
doable
jump?
with space jump and spring, but that's an expert trick. Neither of these runners want to be doing that. It's not fun. All right, looks like they might be going down to Acid Chozo now. Yeah, they are.
Interesting exit here. I don't know if you need
Ooh.
something of a jump assist or gravity to get through a medium, right?
I
There's
think
no
you just
loop at least.
I think even in hard logic, you're expected to have gravity, space jump, and grapple to get through Pants Room. That or ice and X-ray.
I think it might
gravity.
consider a flatly jumping hard.
Pretty sure it doesn't.
I
Most
can check.
people in hard logic are going to do that, but I'm pretty sure it expects you to have gravity in space.
That's acid dome.
Okay. Leslie Pro has done a bunch of exploring in Torian, and they're now back in Criteria. This is his opportunity to come back for that charge beam that we missed. But they might just pick another zone. Because that does involve going through Spore Spawn, which is a time commitment. Well, with Spring Ball, you can actually go the other way. You can get up Plasma Spark Room, so they could get there a little bit quicker if they spark up G4 Elevator.
Oh, you're right. Flatly jump isn't very hard.
Okay. Yeah, because that's one of those where it's like, you learn hard tricks to do certain things, and then you see someone else do a flatly jump, and you're just like, that looks so much easier. And then you try it, and you're like, this is so much easier. Why is this
easy.
very
I
hard?
tried doing it.
Like, there's one that's, I think, in Crab Hole, in Hard Logic. You're expected to, like, use a super along with high... No, maybe not use a super, but with high jump, you're expected to freeze a crab at the bottom, and then freeze a crab at the top, so you can, like, crouch jump to get up to the top crab or something like that, or maybe wall jump from there. I don't know. It's weird, but then you can just freeze the crab at the top and do a flatly, and it's so much faster and so much easier. It's like, why? Why is this in very hard and the other one's in hard? I don't get it. It looks like Dark Zelda's headed back for bowling now. Leslie is coming up through the top of Everest. We'll see where they decide to go afterward. They could go for that major, which we know is charged, they could be trying to find another path for a new zone to hopefully find GT.
I think he's going back for the majors because Meridia was kind of blocked off in a way. Then you get Panzer and Brinstar. You can't really go any further unless you find gravity in one of these majors.
Yeah.
And we can, well, besides the Spring Ball Room, I think you can get the Mama T items.
Yes, yeah, especially, yeah, with space and gravity, or space and screw attack, what am I saying? Yeah, I think that definitely makes a lot of sense. Because worst room in the game was the main thing preventing you from getting to Mama Turtle. But yeah, with this loadout, that's kind of trivializes most of that. Leslie, what are you doing?
Jump.
He doesn't. You need high jump for that. Okay. Again, DrkZelda already showed us that this is very doable. You just need to be able to get that short charge. Yeah, they're going for it.
Wait, I wonder then, this kind of shows you this can't... Well, you need high jump or gravity before you can go up here then, normally.
Yes. Yep. Logically, Spore Spawn is the way to get to this charge beam right now. Yeah, we've already seen it's very doable to get there. And with Spring Ball, you can get up Plasma Spark Room, so... Like, this is definitely gettable, and if you feel confident in your ability to do this trick, it's faster than fighting Spore Spawn. We'll see how quickly they can actually get it, because this is... Yeah, it's... If you can't get up to the elevator quickly, it's that much harder to actually get the spark off.
I think what I do is... Also, I think it says in the map rando page, is you can buffer your jump.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Which, like, as soon as you get off the elevator, then if you buffered it on the way up, it immediately makes you jump to the right side. You can just do a diagonal spark.
Yeah. I'd never thought to do about that, but that's pretty smart. I like that.
It makes it like 10 times easier.
Yeah. Alright, DrkZelda also going down to Torian now. So following pretty much the same path that Leslie Pro did, but with Charge Beam in tow this time. Unfortunately, they're going to find out that they still need more equipment to progress that through here. They can get a bunch of majors and come back, but they're just going to be following the same footsteps because that Charge Beam isn't really going to do much for you. Okay, looks like Leslie Pro has given up on that G4 elevator and is going to do Spore Spawn anyways. Which I think is definitely the right call if you feel like I'm not going to get this quickly. Like, you've tried it a few times and you're not getting it. It's like, okay, I'm just going to go for the guaranteed option instead of this short charge.
I mean, supers also makes this fight quick too. It's not too bad.
Yeah. You can get an easy 4-round with super missiles. It's possible to get a 2-round. You want 1 missile and 3 supers for the total damage. Oh, he tried for 2, but the second super caught on the edge of Spore Spawn's hitbox. Here's Spring Ball for DrkZelda.
No, don't turn back at the end. Okay. About to leave space jump behind.
Ooh, that's a missile. Okay. There's gonna be like 5 or 6 rounds for Leslie Pro. Not the fastest Spore Spawn spike, but it'll get the job done. Notably, Spore Spawn cannot drop supers during the fight, which might be why they're not using that last super. Because like maybe there's another super door up there they were trying to hold one for. I didn't quite see.
I don't think you need supers anywhere up here, but it's just like just in case.
Yeah. Like I always feel bad using my last super unless it's like it was absolutely necessary. All right, charge beam for Leslie Pro. There is a super door over there for that X. That might be why they went for that, or they held on to that. They would need a super to get back because they
I was
don't
gonna
have
say
wave
with only
beam.
5 supers, it's kind of risky
Yeah.
unless you get a super as well.
Yep. There's the save here if you really wanted to go for that, which, yeah. I mean, at this point, they have Ice, Spazer, and Charge. It depends entirely on your confidence in Mother Brain. But it definitely would make sense to not be going for X's at this point. Just be like, I'm committing to a Charge Beam, Mother Brain, so I'm not going to bother with ammo. Okay, so there are 5 majors left that haven't been collected by either player, and there are 3 majors we know are in Wreck Ship. Yeah,
I feel like one of them's Gravity somewhere in Wreck Ship based on what we've seen.
I think the worst case scenario, if you went back for those majors at this point, is you get High Jump, Wave, and X-Ray. But even then, I think Wave and High Jump are still kind of worth it.
I think High Jump at least gets you through East Ocean so you can keep going.
Yeah.
And they can space bounce out.
And then, yeah, if you get Wave and Plasma, like, there's your Mother Brain solution right there. Again, I think in no matter how you're thinking about it, I think those majors are good. And it looks like that's what Leslie Pro is going for. Yep,
I'm gonna
screw
say
attack and space
my
jump trivializes
guess
this.
is Gravity's on top of the grapple block and Mama T.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. That seems to be like logic is pushing you toward this direction. So it would make a lot of sense for Gravity to be one of these 3. I'm gonna make the weird call and say it's High Jump here, and then that gets you Spring Ballroom, which is Gravity.
Yeah, that could work out too.
No, yeah.
Because if you get High Jump up there, then you can also get the second item. Because I think Medium, to get out of Mama T, it wants you to have High Jump to jump up above. You can do it without it if you ledge grab, but I think it wants High Jump.
Even with
you have Space Jump to get out. Well, to get the item on the right and get out.
Ah, Leslie!
Oh my gosh.
Making the classic mistake of standing on top of Mama Turtle while shooting her babies. Her wake-up animation is weird, and it's basically changing hitboxes so the hitboxes can clip into you. There's Gravity. Nice call. Yeah, so Mama Turtle can just like clip into you and do instant damage to you, and it hurts a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
That gravity suit saved him.
Yep. He might still die. We have Metroids. Oh no, this is not looking good.
Oh, they're dead.
Oh,
they're
wait,
dead.
he killed him. Okay, never mind. Okay. He's not free yet, but he should be fine as long as he plays this carefully. We know that's Ridley. Hopefully he doesn't go in there thinking it's Batcave.
This is scary.
He's playing with fire right now. I think he can take a hit now. I want to say these pirates do 50 damage. It might be 40. Either way, you don't want to take a hit from these guys. Yeah, for Mama Turtle, for those who don't know, the correct strat is there's 2 options. You can stand to the side of Mama Turtle, shoot her baby to wake her up, and then jump over to land on top of her. Or you stand on top and then jump while shooting so that she wakes up before you land on top of her. If you are standing on top of her while she wakes up, you will take a hit. And that's 200 damage suitless, 100 for 1 suit, and 50 for double suit. Sinith, I can't believe what you just said on SpeedGaming. Wow.
I think DrkZelda is going back. I don't know, think he checked Meridia. Oh, he did Meridia, but I don't think he checked Bryn. So I wasn't
Yeah.
watching. But that's good, because you want to go back
Yeah,
this way.
yeah, exactly. And then Leslie Pro, which after like saying it, I'm realizing it probably wasn't ever going to be gravity here because it was one-way reachable. So this could be plasma or wave. I don't think it'll be high jump. Just plasma. Yep.
Plasma. Okay, that's good. Plasma eyes.
Yeah. This was basically best case scenario. I think you would like to see high jump or even wave over X-ray scope, but getting both gravity and plasma is pretty huge. Because now GT and Mother Brain are both much less intimidating. I would say GT is even trivial at this point.
We actually still need one tank.
Spot. Yeah. And then this is another spot where we'll definitely see our runner's comfort with Mother Brain. Because, like, charged plasma is, like, the best you can hope for a Mother Brain fight on low equipment, like low ammo. But super missiles give you a much easier Mother Brain fight. And I've definitely seen a lot of runners in this tournament who, for, like, both Ridley and Mother Brain are just like, yeah, I can use Charge Beam to make up for missing ammo, but I really want to have 30 supers. Which is, like, there's no shame in that. It's just, it's one of those things where if you're not comfortable doing it without a lot of supers... Oh, DrkZelda, please. Please don't die. Please don't die.
The health refill behind Ridley. Don't go in there.
This is Ridley!
Oh, no.
He'll be fine. He can just leave, but, like, yeah, again, we were talking about before. It's the same shape as Batcave, which is a farm. So if you assume that's Batcave, that's, like... Yeah. He still can't take a hit. Like, he stopped the beeping, but he cannot take a hit from Mama Turtle. Fortunately, I know Darth Radius, his mentor, is very well versed in the strats for this room, so he should be fine. I think Radius was actually the first person to ever teach me how to do Mama Turtle. Oh, the Metroids. Metroids are scary too. We'll see.
I think, yeah, they're talking about it.
Yeah. I do think the Brinstar skip definitely helped out DrkZelda a lot here. Okay, they have the health. They can... Yeah, Mama Turtle isn't as much of a concern now. They can take 2 hits. 1 hit, never mind. What's your plan here?
I'm not sure why they're turning back around.
Where are we going?
Unless they want a little bit more health.
Yeah, they might be like, we took that Rinka hit. We want to be able to take 2 Mama Turtle hits. Oh, they didn't have ammo for the door.
Oh.
That's what it was. Yeah, they had 4 missiles and they needed 5. Okay, first try grapple. Gravity suit incoming. And then this was X-ray. So yeah, like, skipping Bryn definitely made up a lot of time for DrkZelda here. They're still definitely behind, but they're well on their way to catching up. Because Leslie Pro left Mama Turtle just like, I don't know, 3 minutes ago.
Now the question is, we don't know if like Meridia or Brinstar is the correct play now. They barely touched any of it, and we haven't got the map.
Yeah, this is definitely a situation where a difference in choice of where to look for GT could swing the entire race.
Okay, big pink map's right here.
Okay. Oh, that's not the map door, but there's an item here, so they're going for it anyways.
Wait, are they? Oh, they're turning back. They didn't collect plasma.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Like, unless they find wave or more supers, that's gonna make a big difference.
Yep. Like, again, this is a doable Mother Brain fight, but it is definitely slow.
And 3 Norfair connectors. I don't know what that could be.
Okay. Okay, so here's the copium. I think the way Dark Zelda makes it back into this game is if Norfair is a really big sprawling mess that has nothing in it, and then Brinstar has Mother Brain, then Dark Zelda gets the Bryn map, sees Mother Brain, then goes and finds GT and then leaves without doing anything in Norfair. But I'm pretty sure Leslie Pro is going to end up going Norfair after this. So if Mother Brain's in Norfair, I think Leslie just wins this race. But if Mother Brain is in Bryn and Dark Zelda happens to check Bryn first, that could make the difference.
I think technically too, like, what if Ship is in Bryn and Mother Brain's in Norfair, then you gotta blind it.
Yeah, blind escape could definitely make things very difficult. Okay, yeah, so at least in the short term, Dark Zelda skipping Plasma I think is going to save some time, help them make up some ground, but it's also going to lose a lot of time on Mother Brain. So we will see how, and GT even, so we'll see how things play out.
There's that one major way at the end of Murray at the bottom, which if that was like Plasma, then I don't think any runner would get it.
Yeah.
He's gotta shoot some missiles down.
All right. Oh, Leslie's found the safe spot, except he didn't burn off his missiles. So fun fact about GT, that little crescent beam attack you're seeing right there, he only does that when you're above 30 missiles. Because when you're below 30 missiles, he gives you this attack right here, which lets you farm ammo. So what you'll see a lot of runners do is they'll burn down their missiles. They'll just shoot a bunch of missiles before even starting the fight. So Leslie Pro taking a few extra hits. You can find a safe spot where you're safe from that beam, but it's a much tighter window than if you just don't have to deal with that attack.
They could collect some tanks around here, but considering you have Ice Plasma, you could just do Mother Brain 30-shot.
All right, so Dark Zelda is in the same zone as Leslie Pro now. If they have a faster GT, that'll make up some ground. I think just this entire time, Dark Zelda has slowly been making up ground after that unfortunate time blinding in Dorian. Whatever zone had Fantoon. They blinded a lot there and didn't find Fantoon quickly enough. Or more specifically, they didn't find Grapple quickly enough to be able to get to Fantoon.
Yeah, Criteria had all those water rooms.
Leslie Pro is like going out of his way to collect a lot of missiles here. Which I don't know if that's an intentional choice or more just like happenstance, like they happen to be on his path. I don't recall. I've worked with a lot of runners. I forget who does what. I can't remember if Leslie Pro actually does Zeb skip, so he might be like collecting a bunch of ammo just to be able to get through the Zebs. Which, if that's the case, that could lose him a lot of time if Dark Zelda could just confidently go in and Zeb skip and not have to worry about ammo.
I've just realized most of the seed, we only collected 2 X's.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Mother Brain.
There's Mother Brain, okay. So that's the end of the game. So now, yeah, Leslie Pro, time to show us what you can do. Are you confident in this Mother Brain, and can you find ship? We're gonna get map here at Bubble Mountain. Is ship here? But yeah, like, Dark Zelda is kind of hot on his heels. Yeah, there's a very real scenario where Dark Zelda just blinds this Mother Brain. This is a close race. Leslie Pro is in the lead, but it is not a guaranteed win by any stretch.
I think we save at ship and go check that major top right real quickly, because it could be wave.
Yeah. Well, Leslie Pro shouldn't need wave. But yeah, again, as I was saying, like, I don't know if Leslie does Zeb skip, like, at all. I know we've got a few runners in our mentor tournament who just never bother with it. So, if that's the case, that could make the difference here. Leslie is going to ship, going towards ship, collecting this X, which I think is valid. It'll speed up your fight. Okay, 15 supers.
Doesn't look like he's saving.
Ooh,
this is risky.
Yeah, which unless again he's committing to not doing Zeb skip. We'll see right here. What does he do? He's turning off screw attack. Okay, he's going for Zeb skip. So this is basically the game right here. If he goes for this and he dies, he's losing a ton of progress. If he gets this, he has a big enough lead. He should just win.
That might be a bit too low.
That's not gonna work. Yeah, you have to hit it before it moves. He's going for speed Zeb skip now.
Yeah, you could do speed in this room.
Yeah, this is a good runway for that. Just kill 1K, go, and you're good to go. All right, he's through. Okay. All Leslie Pro has to do is not die.
It's a pretty tall order.
Okay, using a few more supers than necessary, but getting the job done. All right, this is going to be 22 shots plus 8 super missiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Missed 2 supers. 19, that's catch up. 20, 21, 22, 23, one more, 24. And that should be a dead Mother Brain. Okay.
Yep. Escape guesses, I think is probably like 45 seconds or 30.
Yeah.
It's really close.
It's close, yeah.
I'll say 45.
I'll go with a flat 40. Dude, if
35,
Dark
okay.
Zelda 35, If Dark Zelda peeks this left door right here, oh my word. Like, at this point, I think the race is pretty much over. Is this... I can't remember which door went to Mother Brain. I don't think it was this one. No, it was the door above. So this would go straight to map. Yeah. If he had gone one door above, he could have blinded into Mother Brain, and we would have been very close to seeing a different outcome here. They're gonna get the map. I mean, still, the map is right here. They immediately find Mother Brain. Yeah, this ended up being way closer than we thought it was gonna be. And get your GGs in chat. Leslie Pro, with an official time of 59 minutes and 41 seconds, has taken game 1. Yeah, man, I think Dark Zelda is just now getting the bad news.
Yeah, he's like right
Yeah,
there.
DNF.
Oh, they finished.
Yep. That was close. Again, the big thing in that race was Leslie Pro and Fudge blinded into Grapple Beam fairly quickly, and from there they were able to go to Everest to get to Fantoon and the map, and then get all their information for Torian. Whereas Dark Zelda ended up spending a lot of time blinding everything else in Torian before finding Grapple, and then from there they were pretty far behind, but they were steadily making up ground. I think overall, Dark Zelda had a faster cleanup for this race, and yeah, if things go slightly different in game 2, I think we have a very high chance of getting a game 3 here, which I'm excited for. We love game 3s here at SpeedGaming.
These are fun. Yep.
But yeah, that's game 1 for Leslie Pro. We're gonna take a quick break here while we get set up for game 2, and we will see you on the other side, chat. Hello, SpeedGaming. Welcome back to our Super Metroid Map Randomizer Mentor Tournament. This is game 2 of Leslie Pro versus Dark Zelda. Leslie Pro took game 1, and Leslie Pro picked pirate objectives for game 2. Joining me on commentary and tracking is Cold Slayer. How you doing, Cold?
I'm doing good, and I want to hopefully see a game 3, but because Dark Zelda was pretty close on the last one, skipping the majors, so he may be able to pull off this next one.
Yeah, that was a surprisingly close one after the late Fantoon that they got. So I'm really excited for this one. See how it turns out. All right, pirate objectives. Last seed we had Chozo statue objectives. Now we're doing pirate rooms. These are quick explanation is it's any of the rooms in Map Rando that have pirates that you must kill in order to unlock the doors. So that's Kraid pirates, also known as Baby Kraid. Then there's Pit Room, also known as Old Mother Brain Room. And then there is Plasma Pirates and Metal Pirates, also known as Karate Pirates. I love how all of these rooms have like 2 names or more. Speed Booster early,
here.
that's
this
an interesting one.
I was expecting Morph.
Yes, make sure, Cup Holder bringing up a very good point. Make sure to kill all the pirates in the room. I was actually mentoring a race where my mentee lost the race because we thought we had killed all the pirates because the door was open. Turns out, no, the door doesn't close until you pick up the items or kill the last pirate. So there was one pirate hiding somewhere in that room that we didn't get, and we had to revert all the way back to kill the pirates and come back for Mother Brain. So yeah, make sure you kill all of the pirates. Probably just grab the items to be safe to guarantee that you can't escape without killing the pirates. Because, yeah, that's a terrible thing to have to run all the way back for.
Well, this is use case for speed and waterway.
Yep.
Oh.
This is... I think this shine charge is barely doable without a short charge. So like if you just tap the run button slightly after you start walking, you can get this fairly consistently. Okay, Dark Zelda having a little trouble getting out of the water. Leslie Pro's the first one through, and it is Morph Ball.
I think speed is also kind of ruining the jump height here.
Oh, true. Yeah, if you're holding the run button when you're trying to spin jump, it's gonna be bad. You're gonna have a bad time with it, um, because for some reason, speed behaves weirdly without high jump. Basically, the speed booster tries to use your run speed to increase your jump height, but the devs never really expected you to get speed booster before getting high jump. So the math works out weirdly, and if you don't have enough runway, you actually just get a shorter jump with speed booster if you don't already have high jump, which can be very frustrating when you're trying to go fast in this video game.
There's also the use case, I think, if you're running through lava, turning off speed makes you go much faster through it than having it on.
Yeah. Combination of lava and or of speed booster and gravity specifically is where that makes a big deal. Dark Zelda getting morph last, but getting bombs first, so instantly lead change right there. Yeah, Darth Radius probably. I'm guessing Darth Radius is the one who made that call, showing off his experience. You get morph, you start looking for morph tunnels because that's probably where your next progression is going to be. So Dark Zelda going straight for that is already saving time on Leslie, who is thoroughly checking all the other doors before going down that way.
Oh, another important thing. When you're doing pirate, something McVanish always tells me is like make sure to get a missile pack and bombs like as soon as you can because that activates pit room.
Ooh, very true.
It's not awakening the planet, but it's specifically those
yep.
things.
Morph, not bombs, but yes.
Oh, morph, yeah.
Yep. Yep. The only reason I learned that in a way that I retained the information was when Nito did a plando where someone had made a seed that had a bunch of super missiles and power bombs, and it only had a few missiles. It may have only had one missile, and it was in pit room, which meant you could never access that missile because in those settings, the room just wasn't awake and the item didn't spawn until you got morphin missiles. So it was kind of just a troll. It's like, haha, look at these missiles you'll never have. Okay, both runners locating power bombs in Green Bubble's tunnel. Okay, neither one making it out alive. That's a tough room for sure. Okay, Leslie got the power bombs. Choosing to go left, I think this is a death. Yep. Yeah, you really want to kill this Garuda before getting that item, and it's probably best to just turn back. There could be something over there, but you never know if there's going to be a farm. If there's not a farm, you just can't get back. There's not enough health. Okay. Leslie Pro choosing to continue on. We'll see if this pays off. It does not. That's a missile door, and he only has 3 missiles. But he does get out alive. Yeah, I don't think there's a universe where it's a smart decision to go for that now, because you would need to kill the Garuda without burning missiles, and I just think it's going to cost you too much time for doing a check like that. Okay, Dark Zelda taking the power bombs queue and checking the middle door of Big Pink. Leslie's going back for this. I think this is a mistake. Powerbomb helps with the Garuda. So he will get through that door. We'll see if it pays off.
Oh, here's pit room. I didn't realize.
Oh yeah, nice. There's our first objective. That was through the powerbomb check. That was pillars. Was that room? Yeah, Leslie playing with the tile set. Some rooms take me a while to recognize, but that was pillar room, which is heated, and definitely you're not getting through on 99 health, which is what you would have after getting through the other room.
Yeah, my third game advantage, like, can you turn off area tiling? It's kind of confusing me now.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, third game, I'll let you just use a vanilla map. Okay,
Leslie is now going through pit room, gonna get that objective just like Dark Zelda has. Yeah, overall, I would say, like, our runners are doing very similarly. Leslie might actually be doing some of the early game stuff a little bit faster, but Dark Zelda is making better decisions of, like, I just got this item, what does this unlock? Let me go straight there instead of checking other things first. So that's yeah, Dark Zelda and Darth Radius are both reading logic very well, finding the correct option first, which is saving them a lot of time. Okay, Leslie locating Bat Cave. That's another thing that in medium isn't going to be in logic, but you can absolutely do it, and there's a farm at the top of the room. So that is an option for something you could try to do. Whether or not it's a good idea, who knows. Okay, Super Missiles gets you down through the bottom of Big Pink into Alpha Power Bombs. 2 items here. One is a tank, either a reserve or an E-tank. Ooh, okay. Leslie does have to be careful. They have 1 power bomb, so it's enough to get out, but just barely. Ice beam. That'll make getting back across these boyons a little easier. Okay, Dark Zelda just going for Batcave. Again, this is definitely doable, but I don't think 1 tank is going to be enough to put it in logic. And we find Caterpillar Room. So if they continue on this path, that means they're leaving behind Ice Beam and a tank. I think the second tank from Leslie might actually put this in logic, so it looks like they're going there now. So we'll see how much impact this Ice Beam has on this race, because it looks like Dark Zelda is leaving it behind. But positionally, Dark Zelda is in the lead. We'll see again. Ice Beam may or may not be necessary for other things. Fun fact, you can kill these red pirates with 1 missile. For the longest time, I thought they were just immune to anything but plasma, because they're red, and the reddish pirates in Meridia are immune to everything but plasma. So why wouldn't these guys be? Nope, turns out...
reddish is pink.
Yeah, like I said, red-ish. But who knows? I mean, my kid brain saw that. It's like, oh, red pirates. These other ones were red. They're just underwater, so they're kind of washed out in color. So they're the same things, right? Ooh, that's not a hit you want to take as Dark Zelda. But he's alive. 4 health more than he needs.
Unfortunately, there is heat in these other rooms.
It's interesting.
Gotta be careful.
Okay, yeah, I like this. I like this power bomb, because normally you can just take a spike hit and not care about it because it's only 5 damage, but when you're at 5 health, you can't even afford to take a spike from a CAC, so absolutely taking the safe play. I'm for it. Leslie finding the top of Spore Spawn at bottom of Caterpillar. Okay, there is a farm down there. It's a little sketchy to get to, but Dark Zelda can get through that room safely. Okay, looks like they're reverting. Oh, they're Oh, okay. They're gonna get the bad news that this is pillars. Yeah, it feels like Radius is looking at the situation, seeing we definitely skipped something in logic, so we need to go back. So, yeah, this is going to give opportunity. Oh, map is over there. That's why Leslie was going for it. I didn't spot that earlier.
Yeah, he saved and was going to stack for map, but can't even get through.
Okay. Yep. So that map isn't happening for a while. Okay, Leslie Pro checking up here, which was a dead end. Oh, right. 3 Musketeers. That's not happening. So turning around. Again, both runners covering pretty much all the same ground, just in slightly different orders. Yeah, I think overall this puts Leslie in the lead, but not by much.
I think he go past that
Yeah.
heated area with the gate. Just jump across.
Yeah, past the farm room, absolutely. I think that has to be progression now, especially with 2 tanks. That's definitely going to be in logic. There's our second tank and soon our ice beam for Dark Zelda. Leslie Pro checking across this farm room. It is Morph Ball room, so this is 2 items as long as you can survive the hoppers. Okay, he took 2 hits, but that's all he needed. Space jump. Yep, there's your progression. I don't think we've seen a use for space jump yet, so you just keep going forward here.
I feel like we... No, map's not in logic. I was gonna say we... Oh, great pirates.
Yep, it's our second objective.
Okay, Coliseum is definitely one that you could do with just space jump. I think
true.
across.
Yeah, that's one of those. It's like it's technically in medium, but it doesn't feel like medium because if you mess it up, you're just in the water and then you're having a bad time.
Oh, he might want to... Oh, I was gonna say you could spark across Coliseum too.
Yeah, you could. Yep. But yeah, if that's Coliseum over there, I think that's going to be progression, which again... Oh, he's going for the save. Okay, I like this. I was going to say, if Leslie Pro is trying to find another path, that's probably just going to lose time. Because the way we've seen Radius and Dark Zelda following the logic, I don't think they're going to make the mistake of leaving that behind. They're going to see that and be like, we just got space jump, this is progression. I didn't quite see what that heated room was.
That was Lava Dive.
Was it Lava Dive? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I played enough area tiling.
Nice. Oh, wait. Leslie is turning around. I'm curious what they're thinking is over here.
I guess you could check below. No, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder if he's gonna use space jump and power bombs to get map, but that's kind of sketchy.
No, that's not. Yeah, like it's possible to get that map, but that's like extreme level difficulty. If you assume taking 100 damage getting through Green Bubble's tunnel, that leaves 199 for pillars. I've been practicing that in my offline time, and it is no joke trying to do that. Space jump makes it better, but
oh, that's before ice.
Oh, that's rough. That is really rough. Yep. Okay, so Leslie Pro losing time going back to Big Pink, and Dark Zelda losing time taking a death. So I don't know who's in the lead now.
Yeah, Leslie's only slightly already having ice.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to get through this ice tutorial room. I think that's what it is, what that room is.
Oh yeah, we never checked through it, did we?
No. I'm fairly certain progression is going to be across Coliseum, though. Yeah, I think this is gonna put Dark Zelda in the lead, because I think they're just gonna go right back to Morph Ball room and just play it a little bit safer. Whereas Leslie Pro clearly came back here to check something, and I don't think it's gonna be the progression path. Surely you don't go for map here. Surely you... Oh, okay. Leslie, if you get this, I'll be very impressed. I'm not convinced it's worth it, though, even if you do get it. Okay. This is a decent amount of health for it, but again, this is really, really tricky. If you fall in the acid here at all, you're dead. Nice, space jump. Okay, cool. This is looking good.
I think he gets it.
Yeah, very nicely
Oh
done.
my.
That is very impressive. Again, space jump makes that better, but it is not trivial.
Oh,
In
that's
the
a lot of
slightest.
heat. I forgot single
Yep.
chambers over there.
Okay, so if you could gate glitch in that farm room, that gets you a lot of majors really quickly. That's a huge payoff for an out of logic
You're right,
check.
that's a lot.
So the next question is, how is Leslie at gate glitches?
I think he's pretty good
Yeah.
from my scene.
Okay, because if you can't get this gate glitch, I think you have just given up the lead that you had.
At least there is that farm right next to it, so you can quickly go back and refill and try again. Oh,
It's unfortunate. Hopefully they saved. Hopefully.
yes,
They did. Okay. They saved before that. This is fine. Okay.
I do think putting the power bomb and pillars and Leslie going back right is not something I would think quickly to do. 'Cause I might like fall down after I put it.
Yeah, that's something you practice. Yeah, most people when you see them do that room will just fall in the acid there, which is a death sentence on the health that he had. The only way to do that room on that health is to make sure you land back on solid ground after that power bomb. And also, another thing people might not always realize is that that power bomb has to be flush against the pillar. If it is like 3 pixels too far to the right, it's not going to break the 4th pillar. Then you need a 3rd power bomb, and you're still not going to have time to get across before the acid hits the door. Okay, we got the hoppers again. Managing to dodge the hits that time. Yeah. Okay. So, as impressive as it was, I still think it was a mistake to go for this map. Because, like, yes, you get the info, but you're still just following logic anyways. When you could have just gone straight across this room, straight across Coliseum, and, like, not had to do all that to go back for the map. You could have just come back for the map later when you have better equipment. Because you were leaving Bryn anyways to follow logic. I think the only way you get the payoff of that map is by gate glitching to get those other majors.
Metroid's 1, I think.
Yeah, one of the horizontal Metroid rooms. I think this is actually 3. I could be getting them mixed up. But this is the easier of the 2, and I'm pretty sure Metroid 1 is actually the
Oh yeah, you're right. Metroid 1 is the one you have to dip.
Yeah.
I've never heard that sound from the ice beam.
Yeah, sound in this game is weird. Okay, so now Dark Zelda with Space Jump has located Coliseum. They're probably going to farm Baby Crate here a little bit, get some health back.
Bottoon E-Tank, not doable without any... Oh, actually, could you freeze the Poyos and jump up?
Yes, you can.
I think
that's in
medium.
hard logic, so it's not logic,
hard? Okay.
but yeah, you can do it. You have to like let the Poyo jump into the sand, which will force him to do a big jump, and then after the big jump, you can freeze him and get in the hole from there. Okay, Dark Zelda, please do Coliseum, please. Okay. I don't mind that check of the door, but yeah, if you do anything other than Coliseum right now, I'm gonna be sad. All right, green Bryn shaft item for Leslie Pro. See what it is. Charge beam. Okay. All right, get some health drops from Baby Crade. Yep. Looks like he's mentally preparing for space jumping through Coliseum. Because again, this is a tough one. Because if you mess up once and fall into the water, you have to reset. Because there it is. You can freeze the Metroids to climb up, but that's not something a lot of people practice. So, yeah, just reverting here is going to be faster and safer. All right, take two.
This map looks left-sided, potentially.
You look left-sided.
Fine, I'll turn to the right side. It's my better half anyway.
Oh boy, this is a lot of Metroids. Please kill them. No,
I didn't know DrkZelda had so many fans.
Oh. Okay, this is... Yep, that's unfortunate.
It's the name of the game,
so
Super Metroid.
Metroids are like both harmless and deadly at the same time. It's kind of random whether or not they do a damage tick to actually hurt you, but when they do and you're suitless, it's like 90 damage, I'm pretty sure. So 4 Metroids on you, you could just die instantly.
Oh, yeah, this map being in West Ocean could be Fantoon.
Spazer. Lizzie's gonna keep it. All right. Once more with feeling. Please land. Thank you. Yeah, whenever I'm doing this, I just land like on this P here and then kill the Metroids. Because Okay, that was terrifying. That was terrifying. He could have died at any second there. Because as far as I understand it, it is essentially random when the Metroid will do damage to you. They can sit on you for like 2 seconds without doing anything, or they can just touch you and instantly do the hit. So yeah, those aren't things you trifle with. Okay, Leslie Pro finding Norfair Reserve. Oh, okay, he's dead. Man, DrkZelda's struggling a lot with the sequence of rooms, unfortunately. Leslie Pro getting the 2 missiles in Norfair Reserve. Costed a bit of health, but he got in and out safely, so no big deal. All right, also no 5 missile Fantoon this time. Yeah. Fantoon is all but guaranteed to be in. Yeah, he's all but guaranteed to be in that little cubby hole.
Oh, they saw the save powered off. Okay, or into the map, I mean.
Yeah. Notably, this Fantoon is not strictly required, unless we see something like Sleepy Robot having an important item. Also, this farm is a troll. I hate this one because the other farms kind of train you to aim down to shoot at the bug as he's coming out of his spawning spot. But this one, for whatever reason, the hitboxes play weird with it. So if you do that, you're gonna miss the shot like 90% of the time. So it's better to just aim forward for this one. All right, here we go. Fantoon for Leslie Pro. Last time he did this, it was on 5 missiles and various suit. This one is on no suits, which is very notable because you're taking double damage. That's 40 damage per hit. That's a lot of damage. So if he doesn't play this carefully, he could die pretty quickly. Okay, it looks like he's being very cautious about these flames. I like it. Took 1 hit. That's okay. Getting some health back. 2 missiles, 2 more, and 2 more. So 6 missiles. Meanwhile, DrkZelda getting through the Metroid room. Okay, yeah. Leslie taking this nice and slow, very cautious, taking minimal damage. I think it's 11 missiles now. Three and 2 more. So that they're sitting at 16. So if they get 3 missiles and a super, that should kill Fantoon here. Okay, didn't get those. Ooh, taking a lot of hits. That's very scary. Okay,
Oh,
they
he
got
did
it.
But yeah, that was scary.
That was like 4 hits in a row in quick succession. That easily could have snowballed into disaster. Tactical health bomb, that's what it was. That was intentional. Okay. DrkZelda finally making it into Green Bryn Shaft. Yeah, they've lost a lot of time to that Coliseum. But if they can find Fantoon and kill him more quickly, they can make up a lot of that time. Meanwhile, Leslie Pro gonna give us our first look at the Meridia map. Warfare in Bryn to the west. I think Bryn we've already seen. There's a major off in Narnia.
Plasma Pirates, okay.
Okay, Plasma Pirates, yeah, that's an objective. Notably, Plasma Pirates is technically doable right now, but it is very difficult. I think there's like 4 ways to kill Plasma Pirates. You can do it with Plasma Beam, which is the intended way. You can do it with Screw Attack. You can do it with Speed Booster, and you can do it with Pseudo Screw Attack. The notable thing about Pseudo Screw Attack with Charge Beam is you take a hit every time you do damage to the pirate without killing it. So it takes 2 Pseudo Screw Attacks, regardless of what beam you have. It takes 2 Pseudo Screws to kill a Plasma Pirate. So you're going to take 1 hit of damage, and then the second one will kill. Without suits, that's 160 damage per hit. So they have just enough to kill the first pirate with a Pseudo Screw, and then if they can do a short charge at the bottom of the room, they can kill the rest with Speed Booster. That's not a strat a lot of people practice. I know Darth Radius knows the strat. With the short charges we were seeing from Leslie Pro earlier, I doubt that's something they would go for. So this could be comeback potential if DrkZelda is able to go get that objective early. But I don't know if he's going to be brave enough to do that. Meanwhile, he is at Fantoon. So again, for all the time loss that we saw in Coliseum, DrkZelda is finding the map more quickly and diving into the Fantoon fight. Well, okay, maybe not. Checking the door to see what it is. We'll see if they actually go for it. Okay. Ooh, Leslie, you're playing with fire here. So again, you can use this Poyo to get up. You need to make him jump into the sand, then shoot him as he jumps out, and jump on top of him, then crouch jump and morph. Didn't get the crouch jump. Oh, he's in the sand. Okay, he's gonna have to loop around. Yeah, so Leslie Pro clearly, he and Fudge know the strat to get across. This is not in medium logic, but it's doable.
This fight's looking a little scary.
Yeah. Okay, decent Doppler. Yeah, DrkZelda's gonna have to play it extra careful here. He does have Charge Beam, so if he wants to bail, do a super, and like pseudo screw through the flame wheels of the Rage phase, that is an option. Okay. Okay, he's just gonna take it safe, farm in the corner, sees a bunch of health drops. Yep, okay, he's doing the enrage phase. I like this. Yep, this is slow, but it is safe. So if you're ever in a pinch and you're just like, this is a low health Fantoon, I'm scared I'm gonna die, always keep the strat in mind. Both Charge Beam and Screw Attack give you that option. So it's absolutely worth it in a pinch. Okay, good health drops, no hits. Okay, never mind, I lied.
I think when we're around, he's got it.
Yep. Yeah, that's a hit. He can take one more without dying. Oh, okay, he got a health drop. He will die in one hit here. He's got to be very careful. That health drop, okay, that was very nice. Very fortunate.
Also dodge the flames too.
Okay, dead Fantoon. There it is, okay. Both players first trying Fantoon. It was very scary, but they both made it through. Meanwhile, Leslie Pro is going for this major off in Narnia. We'll see if it pays off for him. This is out of logic, as we were mentioning. Ooh, okay, this is... Oh, that was scary. Okay, this Metroid room is very difficult going up. Going top to bottom, it's not that bad, because you can kind of just roll back and forth and then group them up at the bottom, but... coming from the bottom to the top is always a bit sketchy. Alright. Oh. We do have Frog Speedway for this major. What do we get? Very astute. That's huge. Okay. So Dark Zelda is going to have to go for that if they want to make it back in this race. Which is... Yeah, that's very good news for Leslie Pro. Because if you commit to this and then it's something like... I don't know, it's X-Ray, then that's really bad, because then Dark Zelda can just afford to skip it, potentially, and save all of that time. But because this is required, definitely, I think Leslie and Fudge are feeling good about their decision here.
I mean, this then considers that it wanted you to have some form like spring jump ball or high jump to get up there.
Yeah.
Past Baltuni tank.
I don't think Spring Ball even does that. I think you have to have high jump for medium logic. I think in medium, you're expected to go right to left, but not left to right, if I recall that correctly, with Spring Ball. Because the ledge is a little bit lower on the right side, and you don't have to like go horizontally with the Spring Ball jump. You can just go straight up, because the ground is right below that ledge.
Spring Ball is in logic. Suitless jump assist medium says can Suitless Meridia, can Tricky Spring Ball jump.
Right, the Spring Ball jump is in logic, but specifically the one to that left side tunnel in Botwini tank is in hard, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's in medium. I'm looking at it with just Spring Ball, no high jump.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like the logic can be weird to read. We've had this conversation before. There's some like secret like can Tricky Spring Ball jump.
I mean, it shows and high jump use Spring Ball, but the video shows without it, so maybe
the video isn't always accurate to what is like being talked about in the logic, because logic covers multiple things. The video can only cover one thing.
Okay, it kind of looks like it maybe does one high jump for him. I should note that though, because I've thought in my head before that Spring Ball is in logic, and I've done it in seeds where I go left to right using just Spring Ball.
Yep. This is why my favorite way of learning logic is just playing seeds and looking at the spoiler afterward, because the logic pages themselves can be really hard to read, which is something that the dev team is working on improving. But it's just like the spoiler is so good at being like, hey, you have this equipment, here's what we expect you to do, and you can see it on the map, and then if it doesn't make sense with the logic pages, you can go like look it up and try to figure out why. But the spoiler is almost never wrong on what is actually expected in a given seed.
DrkZelda is also going for this.
Yep. Ooh, and again, not crouch jumping. Okay, no, it's so close. Yep. Yeah, no, you pretty much have to crouch jump to get this jump. Nice. Second try, not bad. Okay, Leslie Pro is going for the pseudo screw on these. This is 80 damage per hit. If he can't do the short charge, this is
we don't
gonna
have
be
E-Tank
scary.
yet. It is, okay.
True. I wasn't thinking about the E-Tank. So 80 damage per hit. He can do one more, I think. Yeah, next one will kill him. So he's going for the E-Tank. This is just barely doable, but he's got to be very careful. So you need to be able to kill 4 of these pirates. Okay, so just the top one is left. The ones on the walls you can just shoot regularly with literally anything. Any beam will kill them.
That I did not know.
Yeah, I think the explanation is they use their hands to block your shots. And when they're climbing, their hands are occupied, so they can't block your shots. Which is very strange, but, you know, it's how it works. So, yeah, very nicely done by Leslie Pro. Yeah, a combination of Variasuit and that extra E-Tank made those Plasma Pirates much more doable than they would have been otherwise.
I'd say DrkZelda is catching up pretty fast, though.
Yeah. Very similar story to the last seed. There was something early on, or like in the mid game, that lost DrkZelda a lot of time, but I think just better late game decision making and following of logic probably definitely helps make up for a lot of that deficit. We also know there's a lot of majors left in Brinstar.
Oh yeah, there's those 3 majors. What were they blocked by again?
The gate glitch. So there's a loop from Meridia that goes to the bottom. Oh, what did DrkZelda just die to? Oh no,
Metroid.
That's rough. How far back is the save?
I think this is before trying Batuni tank.
Oof. Yep. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And we know that that's Varia, so they really just have to go that direction. Like, there's gonna be something in logic, probably high jump back in Bryn, is what I had to guess. Yeah, I'm guessing what logic wanted was for you to loop through Meridia, go back to Bryn on that west exit, and then use that, like, find high jump over there, and then use that to come back here to get Variasuit. Oh, there's the sand pit again. Yeah, we're seeing right now why this isn't hard logic and not medium logic, because this is not a trivial setup for getting up to that tunnel.
No, I definitely do this like if I have a save nearby.
Oh, yep, you got it. He didn't get the first shot, so he couldn't freeze him immediately. That's unfortunate.
Wait, what happened to Leslie?
Wait, huh?
Did he
Did
reset?
Leslie also die?
I didn't. I was not looking at that.
I don't know. Ooh, that's it. Okay, this is problematic.
I think there's still enough health.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. They already proved they can do it once, so just do it again and you'll be fine. There should be enough health here, especially if you get health drops from the pirates. Oh, yeah, Leslie's got the awkward spot where the pirates jumped, but then they're stuck in limbo in the middle of the room because they jump off screen and then unload. Okay, interesting. I don't really mind this play from DrkZelda. Like, again, we know it's Varia that they bailed on, but like, if you've lost that much time on something, it does make sense to just come back. Like, pick a different path and say, okay, well, we just have to hope that wasn't our path forward, because if it is, then we probably already lost. So just go somewhere else, hope hope it gives you something that can make up some of the lost time.
I mean, I'd say plasma, something pretty good.
Yeah, plasma gives you free plasma pirates. Like Leslie Pro had to burn a decent amount of time doing those plasma pirates, and just instantly that gives Dark Zelda a free solution for that room now. Grapple beam, okay. Yeah, Dark Zelda is finding a lot of stuff for all this extra exploration. Again, the trick to get a crossbow to an E-Tank was not in logic, so we know there have to be other things accessible that will eventually give you logical access to that Varia suit. Okay, Leslie Pro struggling, or sorry, Dark Zelda struggling a bit with this elevator. This is one of those that, like, if you see a lot of hard tricky runners, we kind of just go through this room without thinking about it because it just comes up so often. But it is quite a difficult room, and in medium you're expected to have a way to either kill those rippers or freeze them to get up safely.
I'm trying to think. We can't even get through to the other side of to the other Bryn entrance because it's through East Ocean.
Oh,
unless
is it?
right to left is
Oh.
okay. You could freeze maybe and jump up, but
Maybe. Oh, okay.
which
This is
means
interesting. Sleepy robot. This is only gettable after.
Oh my!
Oh, that's huge.
That
is huge. Okay, Dark Zelda is back in this race. It's sketchy, but he's back in the race.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can go get Varia pretty easily now.
I also don't know. I don't know if Leslie reverted out of the Fantoon. He might have.
I think he reverted to checking the map, but it was after the save is on the
Okay.
way out of Fantoon to get to map.
Okay. Hopefully he did save, because if you didn't keep the Fantoon kill and then you run into that room, you're going to be very sad. Because the only way out is a Crystal Flash if you haven't killed Fantoon. And
thankfully
there's no
he hasn't
guarantee.
saved,
Yeah. There's no guarantee that Leslie or Fudge would know that clip, let alone having practiced it, because it doesn't come up very often. But yeah, it definitely looks like they saved the kill, so we're good. Okay, so now Dark Zelda has a much quicker way of getting back to that Varia suit. And then he will have double suit, which could make up all the time he's lost if...
Oh, they're trying to do this.
Oh, wow, okay. I mean, yeah, they're trying what you were thinking, because we know Meridia loops back through that gate glitch room. I want to say this is not in medium logic. It could be. It's definitely doable to get across here with ice only. But we know they're not going to find gravity suit or anything over there. So there's 3 majors,
Sky.
but the highest value majors are just not going to be over there, because we know where plasma is, we know where gravity is, we know where Varia is. So I think the best thing they could hope for would be like high jump and screw attack, maybe
Honestly,
spring ball?
I think as soon as Dark Zelda gets Varia, he's go mode.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There's the E-Tank and
yeah,
Plasma
we have
Pirates, so we
charged
get to
plasma.
3.
Yeah,
There you go.
I think you're right. I think Dark Zelda is kind of in the lead here. Like, Leslie has more things done, but knowing where Gravity Suit is and knowing where Varia Suit is, like, Dark Zelda can just clean up the rest of the game, whereas Leslie still needs some water movement of some kind. So I think they just have to hope for high jump spring ball and hope that makes up for their lack of Gravity Suit.
Also, he did
X-ray
get
is
through
not
there,
your
so
friend.
I guess ice is possible then.
Yeah, it's very possible. I just don't know what the difficulty is on it.
I think it's probably left to right is the hard part.
Yes,
Because you have to get through the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, getting up to the right door is the part that's, like, really, like, equipment dependent. You either need, like, high jump space or high jump spring ball for anything lower than, like, extreme difficulty. All right, okay. Take the rank hit. Good. You're fine. Just get through the room. You're fine. All right. So that should be a free Varia suit now for Dark Zelda. All right. High jump is good for Leslie Pro. If they find Spring Ball here, that can make up for most of the water rooms. So yeah, if this third major here is Spring Ball, then Leslie Pro is still in this race, but I would still say it's Dark Zelda favored, just because of the speed of movement that Gravity Suit gives you. And the Plasma Beam too. So now we just have to locate Metal Pirates and Mother Brain is all we're technically looking for.
I wonder actually if Norfair is skippable.
It could be.
Because that means Tori and Wreckship have the answers, and there you go. Or actually, we haven't seen Criteria yet, have we? We started Brinstar.
Might be right.
Okay, Meridia.
You might.
Yeah, if the map is more up and Norfair is skippable, that Dark Zelda would probably check there first.
Wave Beam and Screw Attack, double major, but not the water movement that Leslie Pro is gonna need here. You can do a good amount with this loadout, but you really need Spring Ball or Gravity to account for all of the rooms.
Spring Ball's last major we haven't seen then.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, that's. I think this race hinges on this Norfair. If this Norfair has Metal Pirates, Leslie is in the lead. Because he doesn't ever have to come back. If Norfair has nothing, I think Dark Zelda is in the lead. And if we see something like East Cack Alley here, blocking progress in Norfair, then Dark Zelda is 100% in the lead. Alright, that's Metal Pirates down for Dark Zelda.
Oh.
Okay. Looks like... Oh, there's a dead end, not map. Okay. We should get Norfair map shortly here. Good.
Oh, the problem is they don't have Brinstar map yet, so they don't know Brinstar is empty.
True. Oh, yeah, that could be a problem. Yeah. Leslie, I don't know. Leslie is ahead on some information, but I don't think he's visited Tori and Wreckship at all. So Dark Zelda's ahead on that information.
There's Metal Pirates and Ship.
Metal Pirates and Ship. Okay.
Not Mother Brain, though.
Okay. I would say this does put Leslie in a slight lead. But I think the fact that Dark Zelda doesn't have Bryn information is probably a good thing, because that will lead them back there, which will lead them to Norfair. Because you need to do Norfair before doing Mother Brain. So the sooner you can get there, the better. But again, that Gravity Suit is going to make up so much time over the course of this race. Dark Zelda easily could just make up all that time. Not saving there, I think, is a little concerning.
Oh, severe room.
Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind. No, Leslie can't do this.
That's blocking it, yeah, because you need Spring Ball for it specifically.
There is a way with high jump and ice, you can freeze the Eber to get across, but like that and Gravity Suit are the two ways that you could reasonably get across. The freezing Eber is very hard tech. There is an expert trick with high jump Spring Ball, but we haven't seen Spring Ball yet, so that's not an option anyways. So yeah, grab locked Metal Pirates, that's a big deal. Unfortunately, Dark Zelda is headed into Torian, which we know is not going to have the final objective. Hopefully they can get maps quickly. Yeah, This is getting very interesting. Leslie has the information on objectives, but doesn't have gravity suit, which he's going to need. Meanwhile, DrkZelda has all of the equipment he needs, but he doesn't know where the last objective is.
I think if the map shows nothing here, you revert back to Meridia maybe and check wreck ship then.
Yep. Did he take the pivot save in Meridia? I didn't.
Yeah, he saved Meridia and then went
Okay.
up the elevator.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw him walk past the Meridia save at one point. I'm like, I really want you to go back for that.
Oh, freezing that yoink right there.
Ooh, okay, he's falling down anyways. Oh, okay. So he's trying to loop around the sandpit to get a better shot. I don't know. Yeah, this is another situation. Like, Leslie surprises a few times with some things that seems practiced on. So we'll see if he knows how to freeze this Ever in position. You don't have to do it from the falling through the sandpit. So this might be a gambit on something he doesn't know. Oh, no, he got it. That is the position. He got it. Okay. Okay. Never mind. Leslie's in the lead. So all Leslie Pro has to do is find Mother Brain and find a solution for Mother Brain. Which, again, for all we know, Mother Brain could be grav locked. Okay, Torian map, what do we got? If this is Mother Brain, that's gonna feel bad for DrkZelda, but I think it's good for him. Because then he knows where to come as soon as he finds Metal Pirates.
Mother Brain.
There's Mother Brain.
There.
Mother Brain. Okay. Oh, he's gonna get baited into criteria though. For DrkZelda's sake, he wants this to be a really quick map in criteria. Because if you spend a lot of time here, you're gonna be hurting. Unfortunately, I think he's gonna check wreck ship next. So DrkZelda's gonna essentially have to full clear this map in order to...
Wreck ship map was so far up though. I wonder if criteria connects to it.
Yeah. This is hard to call. It's hard to say who's gonna take the race here.
But I guess we haven't seen toilets, so maybe that leads up to the map.
Yep. Leslie needs to find specifically Mother Brain, which is in Torian. But they have not seen Torian, wreck ship, or criteria. So it's going to be difficult to say which one they'll check first. Meanwhile, DrkZelda on the other spectrum has seen those three, but still needs maps to confirm that Metal Pirates aren't there. Okay, map looks quick.
By.
Okay,
and it's water maps. It's right-sided.
Yep, that's good for Zelda. Yeah, I don't mind checking this door. Oh, they're gonna spark probably. No, this is okay. Yeah, it goes up. This could easily get you there. Okay. Leslie Pro has completed all of the objectives and has saved its ship. I also don't remember the path to get here, because something here made DrkZelda turn around when they first came here and got plasma. So I don't know if Leslie Pro has the capability to get to Mother Brain yet, even if they knew where she was. So they might still need to find that gravity suit.
That's true. Yeah, it must have been some water room or heat they couldn't go through.
Yeah. Which, if it's heat, that's good news for Leslie. If it's water, that's good news for Zelda, but it depends on which water room it was. Because high jump gets you through a good number of them. Okay, about to get the map for DrkZelda to get the bad news, but they have the pivot in Meridia they can go back for. Nothing here. There's a wreck ship connector.
Okay, that's near the map, so if he checks wreck ship,
okay,
I would go there. Okay, it's reverting Meridia, that's good.
They're reverting? Okay. So what do they go for next? Bryn or wreck ship?
If you go wreck ship now, that's bad, because the map was up above.
Yeah, that's a huge time loss if they go wreck ship. I think Bryn is a reasonable play here, but yeah, it's really hard to say. Oh, Leslie getting stuck in the sand. This is gonna be tough, actually. This is not trivial getting out. No, you have what you need. You have high jump. You want to, yeah, use the sand fall to get up and then jump from there. Yeah, you can absolutely do this. Seems like Fudge might be talking him through it. Yeah, he's up. Yeah, sand halls are weird. Basically, if you're at the top of the sand with high jump and you don't have a sand fall in your face, you can get out of the sand and usually make it up to the ledge you're trying to get to.
Oh, it was Key Hunter Shaft that stopped him.
Oh. Yeah.
Still, he's going through wreck ship from the bottom, so this is not as ideal.
Yeah. Yeah, sandfalls are weird. You can get out of the surface of the sand if there's no sandfall, but it's hard to gain height when you're in the sand. But then in the sandfall, you can gain height, but as soon as you're at the top, you can't jump out. So you need a combination of things to be able to navigate certain sand in those halls. Okay, Plasma makes this nice. Yeah, so this is a room. Leslie Pro could do this, but it's wreck ship. He doesn't. Yeah, Torian is the one we care about because that's where Mother Brain is. So this is going to be really interesting to see what kind of decisions. Oh, there's a Norfair connector in Meridia. I just saw that. That could be really good. I was thinking.
That's another way, which they went through Brinstar Norfair.
Yeah, I was thinking Dark Zelda needed to go to Bryn to find Norfair. But I think in this situation, after you've ruled out wreck ship, you just go straight to Norfair. So that's, yeah, that could be really good. Unless they go for Bryn anyways. Okay, Leslie Pro can do this. You need space jump. Space jump water bounce gets you out of this room. Hopefully they know that. Okay, yeah, they're just doing it from over here. Well, you need a spin jump. Okay, good. They know. Yeah, they know what to do. Okay, made it across East Ocean. No big deal. Okay, Dark Zelda's gonna get the bad news here. And then if he goes straight for Norfair, that could be the winning play. Leslie Pro, on the other hand, needs to go straight for Torian. If it's even possible to do so. I don't know if it is. I don't remember what rooms were there. So there's nothing here, so you revert back to Meridia and go Norfair, is what Dark Zelda needs to do here.
Amphitheater to worst room in the game. Kind of funny there.
Ooh. Where's the Norfair connector? Way over there. It's still pretty far. Yeah. But are they going to Bryn or are they going to Norfair? That's the question of the day.
I think they go Bryn because it's closer. Get map and then go back.
Okay. Yep. That's. This is getting really interesting. I cannot tell who's in the lead. Like, that gravity suit is doing a lot for Dark Zelda, but checking all these extra zones is still costing them a lot of time. And yeah, the second Leslie Pro gets that Torian map, he's gonna be in go mode. And this is PRKD beam, so the Mother Brain fight isn't terrible. And given that Dark Zelda checked Torian first, tells me that's probably what Leslie Pro's gonna check first. So what is the room that's blocking us? Was this? No, this is Crate Elevator. The Leslie Pro is going Torian. Is there a gravity lock? Oh, was this G4 Elevator maybe? Oh, he's turning around.
It was G4, because I remember he couldn't shine charge through it, so like, I'll turn back.
Right. Okay, this just got really interesting.
I mean, can high jump do it? Not extra oops, wrong one.
Leslie Pro turning around. Okay, yeah. Dark Zelda needs to book it because Leslie Pro is gonna CG for elevator, turn around, check some other things, find plasma, and then he's gonna go back to wreck ship, find gravity, and then he's gonna go back to Torian, hopefully, and find the map in Mother Brain. Dark Zelda needs to go fast right now.
That's true. Mother Brain is nervous, but we do have grapple now, so we can get around.
Yeah. Yeah, but by the time he gets there, he'll have gravity or spring ball. Okay. So Dark Zelda is now going to go for this map, and then he's going to get the bad news, and then he's probably going to double revert and go Norfair. Unless there was a Norfair connector here. I can't remember at this point.
It's kind of far, but it is Burnstar to Norfair.
Okay.
It's at the very bottom, though.
Yep. This is coming down to the wire.
And Leslie's gonna get plasma here. It's the only room.
Yep. The plasma is good for Leslie, but he needs gravity suit. Yep, there's Norfair. Yeah, probably is a shorter path from here. And there's some majors on the way, but you have to gate glitch to get there. Yeah. That's kind of rough. Because what I've seen from these runners, they don't seem confident in gate glitching, so... Yeah, and Dark Zelda doesn't have wave.
Yeah, understands your chat. Spring Ball was in Coteria past Amphitheater, worst room in the game on the right side. Was that last major?
Okay. Gotcha. So, yeah, no one's getting that. You have to get gravity for this race. Unless you're gonna underwater wall jump. Okay. Oh. Nope. Well. Where? Okay, I don't remember.
He turns back
this.
around.
I don't think that's where gravity was, though. So
that was the Sleepy Robot, right?
No, it wasn't.
It was Wreck Ship. We got it.
It's the other room.
Oh, never mind.
Sleepy Robot has the sideways spikes. Okay, looks like Dark Zelda is going for this gate glitch. So I think Leslie Pro is still going to take this, but they're going to have to get the map and then get gravity that way, instead of going straight for gravity like Dark Zelda did. Right. Dark Zelda needs to get this gate glitch to have a shot.
Oh, last try, okay.
Nice. Yep. Leslie's getting this map, and Dark Zelda needs to book it. He needs to go, and I don't know if it's going to be enough. Okay. No Mother Brain. Oh, wait. Was it not here? I thought gravity was in wreck ship. Okay, wait, what?
Yeah, I thought it was that room he says.
Oh.
It's the Sleepy Robot room that had it.
It was Sleepy Robot, you're right. But I don't see Sleepy Robot here. That changes everything. That changes everything. Because
yeah,
now,
I thought it was wreck ship too, because I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
think he left G4 and got it in wreck ship, so...
Because Leslie needs that gravity suit in order to get the Torian map, which is where Mother Brain is. So, either Leslie goes hunting for majors to try to get to the Torian map, which is going to take time because the major that he sees is not gravity suit, or I don't know. For Leslie to get this, he would have to go back to Torian and blind gravity, which he's already done blinding in Torian. At least, again, assuming it was Torian where he found. Maybe it was Criteria. Maybe it was the top left up. No, it wasn't that.
Wait, no, that's okay. Wait, the Spring Ball is in wreck ship, and I thought it was Criteria that Amphitheater worst room game there.
Yeah.
So Kateria had nothing then?
I think so. Okay, Dark Zelda is in Norfair. We all know the Metal Pirates are here. What Leslie Pro doesn't know is that Mother Brain is in Torian. But in order to get to the map to even get the information that Mother Brain is in Torian, he needs Gravity Suit.
Unless like he goes around Kateria and then drop down to Torian.
He could do that. That's true. That's true. So that, yeah, that would actually be it. That would be the way he wins this. This is a crazy race.
Oh, he has to go up Main Street too, though, for Kateria map.
Yeah,
Which
but you
isn't
can't.
that
yeah.
bad. He has high jump.
Nah, it is kind of bad. Main Street with high jump ice is pretty hard. High jump spring ball isn't that bad, but with high jump ice, it's doable, but it's in hard logic, and a lot of people hate that. A lot of people despise going up Main Street with high jump and ice only. Okay. Dark Zelda about to get this map for Norfair, which will show him where Metal Pirates are. Meanwhile, Leslie Pro... Oh, is he not going for this? You can get through that with high jump. It's not bad. Oh, does he not know? Okay, he's taking a different path. Yeah, Leslie Pro is going for this criteria map, which will give him a Torian entrance, which will put him near Mother Brain. This is crazy. This is way too close to call right now. I would say Leslie's in the lead, but it all depends on how quickly he can navigate through this criteria and Torian. Because Dark Zelda knows where everything is. He just has to do this Metal Pirates and book it to Torian. Oh, is that Crabgate room? Oh, yeah. Leslie's going away from the map. He's going down... He's going down Mickey Mouse. We saw a hazard tape earlier in Main Street. This is gonna put him out in Main Street. So he would have to... Yeah, I think he has to go up Main Street for the map. There's a chance he blinds into Torian. Because that's Everest down there, isn't it? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. He just blinded into Everest. He has grapple, so he can do this. He could just find Mother Brain right now. I don't remember exactly where Mother Brain was, but he could just blind into it. Is this it right here? Is this the game right here?
I think Mother Brain was in that crab hole part of the Mount Everest.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. That's not the most likely thing for someone to blind because... Oh!
Hi, Dragon.
Oh, no, this is bad.
He's got to do the...
This is very bad. You can microwave his
grapple,
Dragon. Right? You hope for a crossroom jump here because that grapple strat sucks. And I seriously doubt Leslie Pro knows it. But you have a microwave kill. You have a hopefully dry room on the other side of this. I don't think he killed that last turret either. Yeah, this is scary. He should be fine still. Yeah, okay, he's gonna have to take another pass, but it's fine. Dragon will die.
DrkZelda's going straight for Mother Brain now.
Yep, this is so close. It's crazy. Like Dark Zelda has a lot of ground to cover, but with Gravity Suit, that can go very quickly. Gravity Suit, high jump, and space jump, and speed, like this can go very quickly. And he knows exactly where Mother Brain is. Leslie Pro has moved, I don't know where.
Into
That's
baby room.
If he goes through there, that's a death sentence, I think. Yeah.
He does have the reserve, but still.
This might be over. Because he, regardless of what he does from here, he's gonna have to find a way to farm his health back from Mother Brain. I think that blind into... Oh. Is there even a runway on the right side of this room? Because, like, yeah, what you want to do is cross-room jump back out of Dragon's room. Otherwise, you're in really bad shape here.
I don't know, because the baby room has the little bumps in the ground that stop you.
You only need the door frame. So like it's possible, but like depending on how much runway you have, it gets like exponentially more difficult to actually do that crossroom jump. But like you have the door frame, so it's possible, but
Oh, cross.
I
I was
don't
thinking
know.
sparking up.
Oh, this. Oh, wow. So Leslie Pro is now going to get the information that Mother Brain is here.
Oh,
He'll
this
know
is
exactly
bad.
where she is, but he has to crossroom jump out of Dragon and then find a farm. I think this is Dark Zelda's game to lose, but it is very, very close. That's the information he needs, but he needs to get back out. And
Yeah,
I
the
don't know
only
what
way
his last
back out.
save was. His last save was very far back, I'm pretty sure. This game is crazy. He's reverting. He's in Meridia. Dark Zelda's in the lead. They both have to cover the same ground, but Dark Zelda has gravity and Leslie Pro does not. This is Dark Zelda's game to lose.
That's true. He has to go around wreck ship, right? He doesn't can't go up G4 yet.
Yeah. So like, Leslie Pro has a path, but it is going around you're able to get to your thumb. Dark Zelda can just go straight through G4 elevator and go straight to Mother Brain.
Does he still have plasma?
Because
this server is back in Meridia.
I
don't.
believe.
Is this before Torian
I don't
check?
know. I don't know.
I just seen him shoot.
I'll watch for him to shoot. Yeah. Oh. Cause he. I don't know if he saved after checking Torian. I don't know that he did. He's not shooting anything yet.
Yep, he does not. Okay. Oh, spacer shot.
Okay, wow. Yeah, that not saving there was huge for Leslie Pro, like a huge time loss. Reverting plasma because of not saving is huge. Yeah, if he had if he had held L or R going into Dragon's room, then you don't fall in and you can turn around and check other doors. That could have won the race. Like, dude, this is... you can say the same number of things for Dark Zelda's side. There's so many other things that they could have done that lost them a bunch of time. Blinding into gravity was crazy lucky. I think it was actually logical progression.
Yeah, I think the only other progression is going left, right, and then you find it.
But like, let's say they didn't fail getting to Variasuit. They'd be on a completely different path right now.
They'd be kind of similar to Leslie then.
Yeah, I think they only blinded gravity because they couldn't get to Varia. So like, this race is insane. And despite everything, I think we're gonna be at Mother Brain at similar times.
Yeah, we're in Quaterius, and then he's gonna drop down to Torian after Main Street.
Yeah, but even if Leslie gets to Mother Brain first, I still say Dark Zelda has the advantage because of plasma.
And he can also just his ice to Zeb skip too.
Well, they both have ice, yeah. Yeah, Leslie Pro's about to hit Everest here. So yeah, I think Leslie's gonna get to Mother Brain first. Dark Zelda taking a quick refill. This is crazy. This race is insane. Oh no.
What is it?
Leslie's struggling with Zeb skip. I don't know what he did when he entered the room, but whatever it did, like, delayed the Rinka spawn. So he was waiting for the Rinka to hit him and it just didn't come. Okay, he's through. Zeb skip done. But Dark Zelda is right on his heels. I think this is Dark Zelda's lead. Like, Leslie's getting to Mother Brain first, but he does not have plasma. DPS is going to favor DrkZelda here. Quick Zeb skip. Oh, nope, nope. He missed it. No speed skip on this one. I don't think we've seen DrkZelda attempt the ice skip on this one. Maybe he did. I can't remember what the last seed was. He's taking a little too long to crouch. At least he knows. Like, you can see when he like takes too long to freeze the Rinka, he leaves immediately, so he knows what he's supposed to do here. Oh no. He's killing the Zebs. Okay. Oh boy, this is getting very interesting.
It's Meanwhile, not ammo for Mother Brain, though.
On Leslie's side, he's taken 2 tanks worth of damage. He's got to be careful. One more hit, and that's going to send him all the way back. Oh no! DrkZelda's going to have to make 2 trips. He's breaking the Zebs, but he's not going to have enough for the glass. He's got to turn around. He has to turn around. He knows where a refill is, though. He's got gravity to get there easily. But Leslie is finishing up Mother Brain. He took a hit. 1 catch up and you're dead. A multi-hit onion ring and you're dead. This is getting scary. This is Leslie's race to lose now. Okay, that's a dead Mother Brain. That's a dead Mother Brain. Leslie Pro's in the lead now. Escape timer guesses, chat.
All the way in Norfair.
Escape timer guesses.
Probably 3.5, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'll say 305. Oh, Leslie also doesn't have Torian map, so that's gonna make the navigation a little bit weird. 420.
420. Considering it's on the other end of the map, yeah.
Yeah, Leslie's clearly in the lead, but if you fail this escape once, and it takes too long, that could give it right back to DrkZelda. The back and forth in this race has been insane. Okay, DrkZelda is going back to Mother Brain. The Zebs are broken. We're back to full ammo. Leslie Pro's gonna get back to Everest real quick. And then where does he go? Does he go for map? Or does he just go straight for the Meridia connector? Okay, that's Mother Brain 1 done. While Leslie is blinding through Torian. He did not go for map. But this looks like the correct direction anyways. Okay, yep. So Leslie is now in all explored territory. However, the path to ship is convoluted and weird. Which Norfair entrance do you take? Do you go through Bryn or do you go through Meridia? This is a failable escape. Leslie Pro should win this, but it is not guaranteed. That's a dead Mother Brain for DrkZelda. Both runners on escape right now. Okay, Leslie Pro is going through Meridia to get to the Norfair connector, which is probably the correct path, but I'm not really sure. Okay, we're in West Ocean. We're going to go down through the super block on the left side.
And but the thing is that once you kill Mother Brain, you have gravity, so Leslie's not gonna have to worry about any of those water rooms Wanderer.
Yeah.
You get every item.
Yep, you get all the items. So they both have the same loadout for this escape. I do think Zelda's gonna get through the escape a little bit faster simply because he's gone back and forth across these rooms a bit more. It's probably not gonna be enough to make it up though, unless Leslie fails an escape. Right, Leslie is in Norfair, going down the elevator. I think he knows the route from here. Yeah, down through the crab hole, then he's gonna take the sand pit. And then go across Sand Hall, then he's gonna hit Metal Pirates. Yeah, he's gonna have plenty of time left on the timer. Yep, we're in Sand Hall. Just a couple more rooms for Leslie Pro, and that will seal the deal. Plasma Spark.
I think there's a ship on the right?
Yeah, it's over here somewhere. Yep, one more room. There it is. And get your GGs in chat. Leslie Pro will be finishing with an official time of 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 42 seconds. And Dark Zelda being on the escape is almost certainly just going to finish out this race. Because why not? Man, that was a crazy one. The back and forth was ridiculous.
I think literally it came down to the Zeb skip because Zelda would have been on Mother Brain and killed it faster.
Yep, I fully agree. If Zelda could have gotten that Zeb skip first try or even like second or third try, I think they win this one. We're joined by Fudge and Leslie Pro. GG's. Welcome. We're just watching Dark Zelda finish out this escape.
Yep. GG's.
Marathon of an escape. Holy Moses.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, 4 minutes 20 is the longest I've seen.
Yeah.
It's the longest I've seen, but this one really didn't have any way around it, unlike the last one I saw that was a 420.
Yep. Just a couple rooms away for Dark Zelda now.
So, question, did Dark Zelda ever find Gravity Suit?
He did, yes. We'll talk about it once they get up here, but yeah. Oh, Dark Zelda taking the bottom path.
Oh, that was totally faster. If that had come down to that decision right there, I would have been sniped for sure.
Yep. And get your GGs in chat for Dark Zelda and Darth Radius. You know, it's kind of frustrating when you have Dark Zelda and Darth Radius as teammates, because then I keep getting caught trying to say Dark Radius and Darth Zelda.
I can imagine. That would have tripped me up too, in all fairness.
Yeah, no, that was a crazy game too, especially, but both were really close. It looks like Radius and Zelda are in the setup channel. They'll be joining us here shortly.
Yeah, that was definitely wild.
Welcome, Dark Zelda and Darth Radius. GG's.
Hey, GG's indeed.
GG's.
GG's. That second seed was a slog.
The early game was brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Yeah. Y'all have no idea how crazy that game was to watch. So, to give some context, early game, y'all were still back and forth quite a lot. I think Leslie was doing some things faster, but then Dark Zelda would go, like, follow logic, like, follow the morph logic and find bombs first. And then something else would happen. I think Leslie got to Coliseum first and then turned around and then used space jump to go across pillars with 2 tanks and power bombs to get that map. That was very impressive. And then there were a couple other majors, but they were behind a gate glitch, so he ended up not going for it and going across Coliseum anyways. And then Dark Zelda, you, I think, got to Coliseum like just before or just after Leslie Pro, but because it took so many times, Leslie developed a lead. And then Leslie went and got Various Suit out of logic with the ice Puyo jump. And then y'all struggled with it. But then because of that, y'all went a different direction and found gravity.
Yeah, the blind gravity. That was really lucky. And it was really lucky that we had blinded into Fantoon first, too, because we wouldn't have been able to get it otherwise.
Yeah, the Fantoon saved you a lot of time for sure. And then what was after that?
Looking at every zone to find the last objective.
2 tanks, suitless. That was scary.
It's not too bad. I had Dark Zelda. If you just do super strats, and I assume you guys found charge before Fantoon because it was like right there. You just pseudo screw during the enrage, and it's a super safe fight like that.
That's one I'll have to think about for next time.
Yep. Leslie did mostly like typical strats, but was playing it very safe and very cautious, and then took like 4 hits at the very end of the fight and almost died. So that one was kind of terrifying to watch.
At that point, let's just say that was what I'm like, okay, this is a health bomb, but it's fine. I beat the fight. Move on.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then it got even more interesting because, Dark Zelda had gravity let him make up a decent amount of time, but also he went a bunch of different places. And because Leslie had the Bryn map to show him where a bunch of majors and Norfair were, he went to Norfair first and found Metal Pirates. And then Dark Zelda checked every other zone in the game.
Every zone, yeah.
But was able to locate Torian, or to locate Mother Brain and Torian because they were able to get up through the G4 elevator. Because of gravity. And then Leslie was checking every zone in the game, looking for Mother Brain, ended up going up and around, and then blinding into Everest, which had Mother Brain, except he went top left, fell into Dragon's room, then went and found Mother Brain from behind. So he had to revert all the way back to Meridia and go all the way up through Wreck Ship Criteria back to Mother Brain. So he got to Mother Brain slightly before y'all did, and then the Zeb skip is what ended up like deciding it. Because if Dark Zelda had gotten the Zeb skip first try, because Leslie didn't have plasma after the revert, so if you'd gotten it first try, you would have had a faster Mother Brain fight and been in a slightly going in to escape. Like the back and forth in this seed was insane to watch. It was a really good show.
Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, the Zeb skip, I gave it a couple shots. It's not without wave. I haven't practiced it too much. So
yeah, because with the plasma you have to like crouch and aim up. I will say, weird little trick that I figured out a long time ago and since like don't use anymore. If you turn off plasma and you have only ice, you don't have to do the crouch. So you can just run under and aim up and freeze it, and that works too.
okay.
More details to learn. See, that's what I love about this game. There's always something to learn about it.
There's always more to learn. Always.
I will say that my Plasma Pirates kill, I saw somebody do that in another race, and I thought, this is a possible strategy I can use if there's an energy tank there, and lo and behold, there happened to be an energy tank there, so I just went for it.
Yeah, that's another thing that probably would have lost you the race if you hadn't been able to do that, because it was a while before you found Screw Attack or Plasma.
Yeah, and unfortunately for me, gravity nowhere to be found. So, sometimes you just have to go with what you got.
Yep. Yeah, Gravity was in Sleepy Robot. I don't remember where was that in. Where
That was
that?
Attic. That was the
Oh,
robot room that I noped out of, I think.
No,
that's
not that one. Yeah. Because we saw that and like Cold Slayer thought it was. I'm like, no, I've seen these two rooms enough. I know which one is which. The one with the sideways spikes is the one that has Sleepy Robot. Because we thought you were going to go wreck ship and then find Gravity and then go back to Torian and get the map, which was going to put you in the lead. And then we saw, wait, no, Sleepy Robot wasn't here. Where was it? I actually don't remember where it was, but
It was in wreck ship.
Yeah.
It was off the right side of the Forgotten Highway elevator room, I think, which goes up to what's it called, Key Hunter Shaft.
right. Really? Because I seem to remember we got the map and it wasn't there.
I thought it was wreck
Nope,
ship too, because that's about the time you
yeah,
guys got it.
It's what Terminator into the Forgotten Highway elevator, and
Okay.
the right side of
Okay,
Forgotten
yeah.
Highway elevator was Sleepy Robot.
Yeah, so I must have just missed it when
Ooh.
we got the map. At that
Yep,
point.
went left there instead of right. Ah, well.
Yep. All right. Well,
That first seed, though, that was one I've been waiting a long time for. One where I can just literally just put my foot on the gas and finish it in under an hour. Like,
Did you guys
Nice.
in that first seed? Did you guys go up for the majors up in Mama Turtle before leaving the first zone? I can't remember what zone it was, but
Materia, I
No,
think.
we came back for those because
Yeah.
we got
Oh,
the
okay.
space and screw.
Yep.
Yep. Same here. So we were probably just a little bit behind. We blinded everything but grapple before
Mhm.
finding grapple and criteria, and that cost us
That was the
a
difference.
metric ton of time. Yeah.
Yeah, because y'all were pretty much perfectly in sync up to that point. I think Leslie got there a little bit earlier, but then because y'all checked everything else and didn't find
Yeah.
that grapple until later. Yeah, that fan tune just didn't happen, and then y'all were steadily making up progress. By the way, y'all skipped to the East Major in Criteria, and that ended up being Plasma. But because of that, y'all got to Mother Brain almost like around the same time that Leslie was finishing. So like, you almost brought it back despite everything.
Yeah, I didn't. I guess I don't know if you guys checked the X's that were by Mother Brain. I was kind of hoping that those were going to be enough X's to make it not a terrible beam fight when we got there.
They were supers, yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. Right. It's cool though. Close races. It's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Love to see it.
Yep. But with that, unfortunately, Dark Zelda, you are now out of the tournament. GG's on all the races you've done. It's been great seeing all the improvement from the mentors in this short period of time, and also just like from like when a lot of you started playing the game. It's been really cool to watch. Leslie Pro will be moving on to round 3, facing the winner of Darth Josh versus Poogle.
I wonder when that race is going to be.
Let me check see if it's on the schedule yet. It is. It's on the 16th. What's today? So 2 days from now.
So it's on Thursday.
Yep, Thursday
What?
at noon Eastern. No, noon Central, so 1 p.m. Eastern.
Well, either way, I'm at work, so I won't be able to watch. But what I will say is, good luck to both runners.
Nope, I lied. It's at noon Eastern. Sorry.
Yeah, like
there's
I said,
multiple things that it's hard to read the schedule.
Hey, no worries. Like I said, I'll be at work, so good luck to both runners. I'll be looking forward to facing off against whomever that is.
Yep.
And
I
with
just
that,
I just want to
just
say
want-
thank you
go ahead.
to all the tournament organizers. Thank you to Fudge for stepping in last minute. Commentators, trackers, everyone. You know, even though I'm exiting already, I feel like I had a lot of fun in this tournament, and this whole thing was really, really fun. So I genuinely
absolutely. GG's. Thanks for the fun races. Thanks for the comms. Thanks to mentors. Thanks for the restream. This is where I'm going to be getting out of here because I got to have dinner. I'll catch y'all in the next mission.
All All right, see you, Leslie. Any final thoughts from our mentors before we sign off?
Just seconding your notion that it's been awesome to see these guys improve. It's really cool. I enjoy it a lot. It's really fun.
I think I've definitely seen Dark Zelda. You've done very well at like Darth Race will tell you through a trick, and you're able to do it relatively quickly and pretty well. And like if they're harder tricks, and like you do them, I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, awesome! Thank you.
Indeed.
Fudge, any final thoughts?
No, not much to add. Just same sentiments of it's cool to see everybody improving, and yeah, just looking forward to more of the tournament.
All right, I guess with that, just make sure to follow the runners. They're pretty close games here, and make sure to follow the commentary for me and Words. And thank you guys for having this tournament. Words for setting up, and Zenith as well, who may not be here, but I thank him too. And we will see you next mission.